Hello, Buddhas. Today we are going to be talking about the difference between responding to the world and reacting. Now, Buddhas, before we get started, I've got a playlist down below with over 150 Buddha Billionaire videos that you can binge watch to accelerate your spiritual awakening. While you're down there, you can also hit that subscribe and like and comment. You know the drill on the YouTubes. Don't forget the bell notification. Now, reaction is what we are expected to do constantly. Because in our world, if you don't react, you're kind of considered to be slow. And at least this has been my experience, where if you take a moment to pause and to really appreciate and understand and process what the person, let's say someone said something to you, what they said, then they're going to feel uncomfortable. Because everyone expects a reaction immediately to everything they say and do. Imagine you're in a meeting and your boss asks you right off the cup, "Buddha, how do you feel about XYZ?" He's expecting, or she, is expecting an immediate response from you. "Oh, boss, I feel this way about it." If, however, you decide that you need a moment to really think about it and that you want to actually process that and you want to respond to them instead of react, then many doors are opening to you. Now, I'm not saying to just ignore your boss if they're talking to you, or ignore your significant other, or whatever. But take account of all of the times in your life where you immediately word vomit right back at them, and then probably regret it. Because I can tell you that that was my world. I was under the impression for the longest time that the smartest, wittiest, best thing that I could say immediately was going to serve everyone the best. I never did it with the intention of causing problems, but I did do it with the intention of making people happy. People pleasing. Oh my God, I'm so over it. Screw that. Instead, what I do now, at least when I'm consciously aware and awake of what's going on in the situation, is you can acknowledge the question. Let's say someone says, "Okay, do you have the answer to this question?" I can say, "It's a great question. Give me some time to get back to you." And they will probably feel uncomfortable. They will probably feel like, "Well, what do you mean? Why do you need time for that? I asked you a simple question. I am expecting a simple answer." But that's only because they, like 99% of the people on this planet, are asleep. Well, maybe 98, I don't know, 98 to 99. It's probably between there. They're still asleep. So they're expecting that usual course of behavior. This happens all the time. I remember in meetings, in social events, on dates, interviews, everything, every interaction I've ever had with people. And this is just talking about talking, by the way. I'm not even talking about physical response. I'm talking about like an auditory back and forth response here. In all these situations, I have always regretted saying immediately what came to mind. Not because it was necessarily wrong, because a lot of the time what comes to mind, for me anyways, is spot on, but not always very polite or appropriate. So what I've learned to do now, and again, I strive to do this all of the time when I am trying to articulate how I feel about something, is I'll take that moment. I'll take that pregnant pause. I'll allow that person to feel somewhat uncomfortable about the question they asked maybe. And again, it's not about ignoring them, but it's changing the immediate reaction to an actually articulated response. And this is a really fun thing for you to try, Buddhas. The next time someone asks you something, even if you know the answer right away, even if you're completely and utterly versed in the subject and you know how to do all of it, take that moment to acknowledge their question, pause with it, really articulate and run through your mind if it makes sense to say what you think you should say, imagine how they might react, express into your own self how there might be different options to go about that, and then respond with what you believe to be the most intelligent option. And this doesn't mean to completely and utterly ignore a brilliant thought that comes to mind, or to never give someone an immediate answer. If you get pulled over and the cop says, "Please show me your driver's license," yes, here, officer, here's my driver's license. I don't need to think about a response for that. I can react in an intelligent way. But most of the time, that authoritative interaction is not what you're actually going through. Most of the time, even if we don't think we are dealing with other humans who are equal to us. Absolutely everyone is equal to you. Another thing that I should make a video about. And because everyone is equal to you, and their authority positions are really just words on paper at the end of the day, because that's the case, they expect that immediate reaction from you, and it's probably not going to be to your benefit, and it's more to theirs than anything else. And they're actually going to be impressed with a response. So give this a try, Buddhists. Try responding to others. Try responding to them in the comments down below. Try responding by hitting the like button. Try responding by hitting the bell and the subscribe notification button, so that you get all of Buddha Billionaire videos, and then you can learn all of the secrets of the universe. So Buddhas, remember, at the end of the day, the most important thing, other than not reacting, is to love yourself.